All right, we should be live now.
Yeah, it just popped up.
All right. All right, we're gonna get started. All right, first and foremost, we're gonna give all praises to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Hashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahushai,
Yahawashi,
Hashem,
Ba'ashem,
Rakakwada.
Makar, Kodash.
Double honors to our apostle, LGMS, who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. Peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word and truth and his sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bashim Shai, pushing to get up out of here. You know, coming again with the Memphis brothers. You know, we've been going into the history of the different biblical empires, you know, spoken of in Daniel, the seventh chapter. You know, we're going to work our way down this chapter, you know, and go into the different empires and the different beasts, you know, that was prophesied, all right, to come and rule in different time periods. You know, so this segment, you know, is going to go into all right the Persian Empire. We started out the Medio Persian Empire, and eventually just the Persian Empire. You know, so um, we're gonna start off again. You know, I'm gonna share the screen. You know, I don't know. Can y'all see? Can y'all see? Can y'all see the blue letter?
Nah, I can't see none.
Why won't let me share?
Ain't no, bro.
All right, let me try it again. If not, we'll just. Understand this. Yeah, it won't let me share. It's all good. We just move forward. Nah, get that Daniel chapter 7.
We started.
And you start at 1.
Alright, I read it.
Come on, yeah, you read it.
Let's say Daniel chapter 7, verse 1. In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and a vision of his head upon his bed.
Go ahead.
Then he woke the dream and told to some of the matter. Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the four winds of the heaven stole upon the great sea,
Go ahead, keep going.
and the four great beasts came up from the sea, diverse one from another. The first was like a lion and had eagle wings. I beheld till the wings thereof were plucked, and it was lifted up from the earth and
So,
made. Go
so
ahead.
we already went. You know, the wings is going to the Syrian Empire, and that lion is the Babylonian Empire, and the Babylonians, all right, overtook the Syrian Empire because the Babylonians was once, you know, a province that was governed, all right, during the Syrian Empire, you know, but the Babylonian rose and took down the Syrian Empire, you know, so that's when those wings were plucked up, and that lion stood on his feet. All right, go ahead, bro.
Yep, and it said, was stood upon his feet as a man,
Yep,
and a man's heart was given to it.
go ahead.
And behold, another beast, a second, like to a bear, and it raised up itself on one side, and it had three ribs, and the mouth of it between the teeth of it. And they said, thus until it arise, devour much flesh.
Come and that bear, all right, is going into that Persian Empire. All right, that that Persian Empire. All right, and those three ribs represent three kingdoms that it took down: the Medes, all right, the Lydians, all right, and also, the Babylonians. So let's go into an article. Let's get some understanding. Of the Persian Empire. And the secular history. All right, that explains that prophecy. All right, that Daniel was seeing. You know, so it's this is from the medium.com. And the title of the article is Understanding the Persian Empire. It said at its peak, the Persian Empire spanned 5.5 million square kilometers. For a modern day comparison, it is equivalent to approximately 2 times the size of Argentina. This might seem small if Russia occupies 17 million square kilometers, but one should be careful to avoid judging history by today's standard. The Persian Empire was centered in Persia, modern day Iran, and ruled over the Anatolian Peninsula, Egypt, much of today's Middle East, Afghanistan, and Pakistan. Just stopping shy of crossing the Indus Valley into India, it was the greatest empire to exist hither there too. You know, so in the East, all right, when you go into the East, this Persian Empire, was a vast empire that covered, a lot of these modern countries, all right, in that region that we see today. You see it right here in the green, right? This was a vast empire. Matter of fact, a brother get now you can get Esther 1:1.
It's Esther 1:1. Now it came to pass in the days of Ahasuerus. This is Ahasuerus which reigned from India even to Ethiopia over 120 provinces.
Over 120 provinces. All right, and that's those provinces, you know, over there in that region, going all the way from Egypt, all the way into parts of India, you know. So when you understand geography, all right, this a vast empire, especially back then, you know, to be ruling that much land, all right, in the ancient world, you know, because right now Esau, he has the planet Earth spread out, because he had this technology, he had the military bases everywhere, but to do that back then, was a great feat, you know. All right, so let's go into some articles. All right, go back into the article. Uh, all right, now it says the name Persian was adopted by historians to describe the ethnicity of the legendary founder Cyrus the Great, and for convenience sake to associate the empire with the capital of Persia. In its heyday, however, the Persians identified themselves as part of the Achaemenid Empire, which you'll hear the Apostle and Elders talk about. All right, they talking about the Persian Empire starting with Cyrus. It said this period of Achaemenid dominance from 550 to 330 BCE is what people refer to when they say the Persian Empire. It is the most important distinction to make For there was an earlier Iranian empire called the Median Empire that uh, subsummed the state of Persia, and it is there we turn to uncover the origins of the great Achaemenid dynasty. With it says, with all great legends, the story of the Persians proper begins with a rebellion against the incubates, and also the actual Persian Empire. All right, the Persian Empire started from a rebellion, all right, against the Medes, and that was under Cyrus the Great, which that was also prophesied in the scriptures as well. Um, Matter of fact, if a brother Tazamat, you get Daniel chapter 8, verse 1. We're gonna
Con.
go, we're gonna read the prophecy, then we're gonna go into the account. You got it, bro.
This is Daniel chapter 8, verse 1. In the third year of the reign of King Belshazzar, a vision appeared unto me, even unto Daniel, after that which appeared unto me at the first. And I saw in a vision, and it came to pass when I saw that I was at Shushan in the palace, which is in the province of Elam. And I saw in a vision, and I was by the river of Lai, that I lifted up mine eyes and saw, and behold, there stood before the river a ram which had two horns, and two horns were high, but one was higher than the other, and the higher came up at last.
And that ram was that Medo-Persian Empire, you know. And as we finna get into, all right, that horn that came up last, all right, was that Persian Empire, you know, because so we just gonna read it, we're gonna do commentary as we go. And if a brother got any point, we can bring it out, any precept. All right, it said the first Iranian or Persian, whatever floats your boat, dynasty was the Median Empire. The Medians were an ancient Iranian tribe that inhabited the mountainous areas of northwestern Iran and Media, along with many others. Until about 605 BCE, this region was dominated by foreign power, the, the Mesopotamian-based Neo-Assyrian Empire. However, her domination was brought to an end during the rule of Cyaxares of Media, who destroyed the weakened Assyrians with some help from the Babylonians. The Medians then asserted their domination over majority of the Iranian tribes and formally became a mini empire. It said their rule did not last long. However, just 50 years after Cyaxares' victory, the Medians came under fire. This time is from within. Cyrus the Second, later the Great, was born in Ansan, Persia, which was then a subject kingdom of the Medians. But Cyrus had no ordinary beginnings. He was royalty. Cyrus was in fact the son of Cambyses, the first king of Ansan, and crucially grandson of Astiges, king of Media. So the legend goes that Astiges received a prophetic dream about Cyrus even before he was born, according to the Greek historian uh, Herodotus. Astiges interpreted as an omen that the unborn grandson would one day revolt and replace him as king. Feeling threatened, he sent men to kill the fetus. Out of compassion, perhaps Cyrus was left off by one of Astyages' servants, Mithridates, who raised Cyrus in secrecy. Eventually, Cyrus succeeds his father as king of Persia in 560 BC, but remains subject to Median rule. It says Astyages discovers his true identity and launches a campaign against Cyrus, putting his general Hargapus in charge. In the historical turn of events, Harpagus' the defects, all right, which mean he switched sides. All right, he wasn't loyal to Astagages, Astiges, the king of the Medians. He flipped sides and was with Cyrus. That wasn't mean when he says he defects. It said along with his army to the Persians, encouraging Cyrus to revolt against his grandfather. The rebellion culminates in Persian victory during the Battle of Ecbatana, and Cyrus succeeds uh, Astyages as ruler of the Median Empire in 550 BCE. So, brother, if you can read uh, that Daniel 8 and 3 again.
God. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 8, verse 3. Then I lifted up mine eyes and saw, behold, there stood before the river a ram which had two horns, and the two horns were high.
Yep.
But one was, keep going.
Yeah, keep reading.
Okay. It says a ram which had two horns, and the two horns were high, but one was higher than the other, and the higher came up last.
So you had those two horns, and what does horns represent? Powers. All right.
Mhm.
Government. You know. So you had two horns, the Median Empire and the Persian Empire. All right, but the Persian Empire became higher under Cyrus, and eventually the Persian Empire overtook the Median Empire, and that was in 550 BCE. So we see the prophecy, all right, is precisely on point. We just see these things play out, on Earth, and that cuts, all right, them niggas. Cause I seen the brother, Elder Yatazar from Dallas. He was responding to a video from the uh Elder Apostle Ariamla. What them niggas called the Dagger something, the Dagger Crew, some shit.
Dagger Squad.
Yeah, the Dagger Squad. Them niggas said the Most High don't intervene with earthly affairs.
Hmm.
Gotta be the stupidest shit nigga ever said on earth, man.
Right.
Then how is will gonna be done on earth?
And hey, I try to figure it out. I try to even figure what I don't know. I don't know where to start at, man. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
even, yeah, that was dumb shit I ever heard.
Right.
Yeah, if you still follow that nigga after that comment, the Lord hates you. Yeah, it ain't no secret. Yeah, the Lord really hates you. You must did some fucked up shit in the angel world. If the spirit on you to follow that nigga after he said that,
Yeah.
but this shows you that the Lord is in control to the precise, detail, when it comes to these prophecies and ruling,
Right.
within the kingdom of men. For the Bible, you get that Daniel 4 and 17, and Yakanan, you get Psalm 75.
You said get Daniel 4:17.
Come, come.
Yeah, but I had to want to add that the time and the place, like you was breaking down the Persian and the Mede, they're like the northern Lydia, like northern Europe, and Babylon, southwest of Asia.
Come, come.
Just want to get that area, put that area in there.
Yeah, that's that. Uh, like I said, I hate my screen ain't sharing. I don't know what that you ain't never did that before. But I had the
Uh,
map and it showed what you were talking about. But I don't know what the hell going on. But but yeah, you go get that precept, bro.
all right, that's Daniel 4:17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the Holy One, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and give it to whomsoever he will, and set it up over the basis of
And
men.
what we constantly see playing out through the planet Earth, man. How about Shem Al Shah setting up who he want because he rules in the kingdom of men, and the Bible says it plainly. So if he's setting up different empires and kings, because every Caesar that ruled, every king that ever ruled, the Most High ordained it, you
Con,
know. So if you say that the Lord, doesn't deal with earthly affairs, well, this scripture just said it plainly, man. The Most High
Right.
ruleth the kingdom of men. When you rule over something, that means you have absolute control over it, man.
Yep.
You know,
I got a precept out.
you got bring it up, bro.
All right. This Jeremiah 27:5. You know,
This
it just go with all the kings he done set up. Even go to Esau, Edom. You know how he done put the basis of men over his own people. You
Come,
know this this Jeremiah 27:5. Y'all hear me?
come, bro.
Hold on, like I heard myself over.
Yeah,
All right,
turn your
okay, this
phone
is
down.
Jeremiah 27:5. I have made the earth, the man and the beast that are upon the ground, by my great power and by my outstretched arms, and I have given it unto whom it seemed meet unto me.
Come, you break it down, bro.
Yeah, just breaking down really Daniel 4:17. He said he gives to whom he's like, well pleased of. You know what I'm saying? So he gave it to Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar thought he was God. He brought him down low and set him back up king. Then he had the Persian and the Medes come and knock them down. You know, so the Most High control all things, man.
Come,
That's why he say, my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither my ways are your ways. You know,
yeah, that made me think of that scripture in Proverbs. I think it's Proverbs 21 about the king's heart.
Yep.
You
yeah,
know, because the Lord controlling he controlling these so-called leaders in these different countries and he the one controlling them, making the decisions. They they think they know what they're doing, but the Lord is in control, man. He control our things.
come.
Matter of fact, if you want me to, I can get it real quick, but I think that was it.
Yeah,
Proverbs 21.
yeah, that was it. You had quoted, bro.
Right.
The Most High rules in the kingdom.
Oh, bro.
The harsh king is in the hand of the Lord. He
Right.
steered whithersoever he wanted as a course of the river. And
Con.
so when they be on these kings' mind to conquer another country, the Lord put it on their mind. You know,
Right. Right.
when
Right.
when it
yeah,
be,
but it's all for His will.
yeah.
You know,
Um, get that
Got
song.
people.
Get that
You want me to
song.
start at 6 up?
No, start at 4, bro.
Start at 4? Okay.
I mean, start at 4, and this gonna also prove, all right, that the horns represent powers and governments, man. Go ahead, bro.
All right. This
all right.
Psalm 75. You say something, bro?
Nah, go ahead, bro.
All right. This Psalm 75 and 4. It says, I said unto the fools, deal not foolishly, and to the wicked lift not up the horn.
Hey, lift not up the horn, man. Just as we spoke about the horns, which Daniel saw, in the vision, man. Go ahead.
It says, lift not up your horn on high, speak not with a stiff neck.
So don't lift up your horn on high, as if you did something great. Don't
Right.
have a stiff neck. All right, be hard headed, refuse instruction. Like you're some self-existing entity that you're keeping yourself on top, that you took yourself to the top, or that you put
Right.
yourself in the position that you in. You
Yep.
know, and that's what the Lord is saying, man. And He's finna tell you why. Go ahead, bro.
verse 6, it says, "For promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south. But the Most High is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another."
And that's what we constantly see throughout history, man.
Uh,
You know, when the Lord wants a nation to rule, it's gonna be their time to rule, man.
Right.
He gonna set up the events, all right, geopolitically, all right. However he has to do it, you know, whatever means that he wants to do it with, he's gonna put up one nation and set one down, you know. And now we in the time of that again. Esau's at the end of his rulership. Jacob is finna come into the beginning, man. Beginning with Yahweh, you know.
Yep.
So we see this as we go through, all right, all these biblical empires, all right, and we see that there's no new thing under the sun, man. You know,
Yeah, I got enough.
history comes repeating
I got a
itself.
quick precept.
I got enough
You
precept too.
Cosmo, you had one too, nigga. Cosmo,
Con,
you had a precept.
con. Yeah, it's First Samuel 2:8. He raiseth up the poor out of the dust and lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill to set them among princes and to make them inherit the throne of glory.
Cause
For the pillars,
go ahead, finish it, bro. You finish, bro. So like I thought that.
it say, for the pillars of the earth are the Lord's, and he hath set the world upon them. I got two more verses. It said, he will keep the feet of his saints, and the wicked shall be silent in darkness. For by strength shall no man prevail. The adversaries of the Lord shall be broken to pieces. Out of heaven shall he thunder upon them. The
Yeah.
Lord shall judge the ends of the earth, and he shall give strength unto his king and exalt the horns of his anointed.
And exalt the horns, all right, the power of his anointing, man. That's why Israel will be exalted above every mountain and hill, you know, because the Lord is going to lift up the power structure of Israel, all right, in righteousness, you know, and say he made the beggar, all right, from the dunghill become king, man, because you
Come,
got you know, he made a bunch of slaves, all right, going back to Egypt, all right, into a dynasty, man. You know,
Yeah.
he took a
Yep.
bunch of slaves out of the Egyptian captivity, you know, and molded them into a dynasty, man. You know,
Yeah. And that's why he say it's easy to make a poor man rich.
yeah.
Yeah.
yep.
So,
Uh,
I
you
got
got it in the
I
box,
just,
and
yeah,
you
I got a precept. I got a precept, but I'm not gonna get here real quick. Then I fly behind. I'm not. No, you
all right,
hold
go,
on.
yeah, go ahead, bro.
this is what 10 and 4. So Luke 10:4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
Hmm.
uh,
Mhm.
And that one that's profitable is going to be the nation of Israel, beginning with Yahweh, you know, because we're going to be prophet to the planet Earth, you know, because these nations are going to captivity, you know, but it's going to be all right to beat all right wickedness out of them, right? You know, and set up structure on the planet Earth. You see, and after those 1,000 years, the other nations, you know, except for Esau, which will be done away with, will get to enjoy all right a righteous kingdom, man. You know, they won't be part of the covenant. They won't have immortality or law, statutes, commandments written within them, you know, but they will reap the benefits, all right, of a righteous, all right, and glorious, all right, rulership, you know, and they're always gonna be in subject to Israel, and they're gonna always be the hands and feet of our kingdom, you know,
Uh,
but they will get to enjoy, all right, righteousness, man, you know,
I'll
you
make a
got,
quick point.
you got it, bro.
Uh, yeah, just laying back, just a quick point. I was just gonna say the whole purpose of these nations being set up over us is really to serve and teach us how not to rule. Like
Yeah,
every time a nation was set up, they had a point where they failed. Even us, even when we had different kings that ruled, we tried to do it without Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and the way that he established for us to do it. And ultimately, if it always falls. All these other nations had other gods, and we we had to hold our integrity, like the prophets like Daniel, and Jeremiah. We had to hold our integrity, and those things that was written, like it say, was written for us to learn. It's really like a crash course for us, to see how wickedness, when it's established in the earth, all right, to see like
I got precepts over there.
this is not the way we're supposed to do it.
Come,
Right.
come.
Yeah, I got precepts over there.
Oh, go ahead.
You got it. I got one to go with it though.
Oh yeah, that was my point. I was just making a quick point.
Okay. This Ecclesiastes 4:8. Because of unrighteous dealing, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Yep. And that all, that's all sin, unrighteous dealings. Unrighteous dealings really is just wickedness, man. All these different kingdoms, they ruled in wickedness, man. Including us when we had the throne,
Yeah. After King David and Solomon, Solomon fell, at the latter end of his rule, and then
Right.
between Rehoboam and Jeroboam, that's when
That's one
we
of
start. That's when we start dwindling away, you know,
exactly.
and that's why we lost their rulership, because of disobedience. And now we just been in the roller coaster of captivities on these other nations, and that's
uh,
what the Lord showing us. All right, just putting us in that punishment for disobedience, man. Like you said, So, but now when we come back to power, we gonna understand the importance of righteousness. You know,
that's right.
we gonna understand the importance of dealing with sin. All right, and nipping it in the bud, not let it linger around, not having gray areas. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's why our kingdom gonna be reigning in perfect wisdom, man. The wisdom of Yahweh Shemal Shai. Uh,
Hey, I got one more precept going in on the Daniel 4:17.
yeah, you got it, bro.
There's Job 33:15. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep fall upon man and slumberings upon the bed, then he opened the ears of man and sealed their instructions, that he
Yep,
withdraw man from his purpose and hide pride from man.
can't hide pride from man. So when you go to sleep and wake up, all right, your whole day is already predestined, man.
Uh,
Come.
that's
So you got it, bro. You got it.
no, I was just gonna
That's
say
the man going to the Lord.
but like I said,
The Proverbs 20:24. Man going to the Lord.
yeah, come, y'all was just thinking that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm gonna get back into the article. Um, and it says, as with many great transitions of power, the first order of business of any new ruler is to rebrand himself. We see this echo in Trumpian politics today. It says Cyrus distances himself from his grandfather and claims the ancestry of Achaemenes, an earlier ruler of Ansan, thus establishing the Achaemenid Empire. He also relabels himself Cyrus the Great, King of Kings. The title King of Kings, all right, Persian, Shahan, Sha'ah, is not without justification. Under Cyrus, the Achaemenians expands their territory, assimilating vassals of Media, then conquering the Lydians in Asia Minor and modern day Turkey, and eventually the Babylonians. So that goes into those three ribs in Daniel the seventh chapter that was in the mouth of the bear. When it spoke about those three ribs in the mouth of the bear in Daniel 7. Matter of fact, we'll get it again, for edification's sake. Brother, get Daniel 7 and start at I think it's 5.
Uh,
Come on, right there.
All right, get that and Daniel
You read
7.
five. Read five again.
Yep.
Ah.
Yeah, read 5 again. Yep.
Okay. Daniel 75. Behold, another beast, a second, like to a bird, and it raised up itself one on one side.
And when it raised
Then
itself up on one side, that was that Persian Empire. All right, because that bear represents that Medio Persian Empire, but it raised itself up on one side. All right, well, they were speaking of their Persian Empire under Cyrus. All right, go ahead, bro.
it said it had three ribs in the mouth of it between the teeth of it. And they said, thus unto it arrived, the Bible must flesh.
Okay, so those three ribs, all right, is that the Media Empire, all right, the Lydians, and the Babylonians, as we
Uh,
just read, then read it again, all right. For edification's sake, it said, this title, King of Kings, is not without justification. Under Cyrus, the Achaemenids expand their territory, assimilating the vassals of Media, then conquering the Lydians in Asia Minor and modern day Turkey and eventually in Babylonians. And that was the swag, that the Persian kings had was to conquer other kings and put them into subjection. And you seen that on 300, because when he sent that ambassador, Xerxes sent that ambassador, all right, to Spartacus, all right, to meet to Sparta. All right, what did he show him, man? He showed him the heads of those other kings. They refused to bow down. They still had their crowns on. So we see, they were part, of their Persian dominance. All right, was to rule over other kings. And it says, the two major expansions of the Persian territory was Lydia and Babylonia. At around 550, um, 550 through 546 BCE, Cyrus begins his campaign in Lydia in response to a Lydian attack on the Achaemenid city of Tyre. He marches his army west to meet the Lydians at Tyre, but the ensuing battle was a stalemate with both sides incurring heavy casualties. The Lydians retreat, and the conquest culminates in the Battle of Theumbra between the two rulers. Like in like in the stuff on movies, Harpagus now advises the Cyrus, advising him to place his camels in front of his soldiers because the Lydian horses were rumored to recoil at a foreign smell. The strategy worked, and the Lydian cavalry is set into a frenzy, allowing the Persians and in chaos and conquer Lydia once and for all. Harpagus, now a famous aide to Cyrus, is sent to continue the westerly expansion into Asia Minor, conquering Phoenicia, Korea, and uh, it's Caria, Iona, uh, using ingenious military tactics like using ramps and mounds to scale seamlessly uh, insurmountable city walls. He returns to the empire in 542 BCE with his head held high after a successful Persian campaign, all right, in Asia Minor. So that was when the Babylonians, all right, was doing what? Expanding their empire, you know, going westward at that time, which they would go out in all ways, So if a brother can get go Tazamak, if you go back to Daniel 8
Okay, done.
and 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 start at 4, we understand that realm, all right, with the Medo Persian Empire, which eventually became the Persian Empire, you know. So read 4 and see, how accurate, the scriptures are. Let's see the first direction. All right, this empire starts expanding. Go ahead, bro.
Daniel 8 and 4. I saw the ram pushing westward and northward and southward, so that no beast might stand before him, neither was there any that could deliver out of his hand.
Hey, so the first direction that it started expanding was westward. All right, because when you start pushing westward, that's was the Persian Empire expanding itself. you know, and was the first direction it went westward. And what's the first direction that Cyrus went? Was westward, man. You see? So at the end of the day, these like all these precepts the brothers been getting. All right, the Lord seals the instructions of men in their sleep. You know what made Cyrus want to go westward, man? Because it's the will of Yahweh Shema Shai is already written. You know, so everything written is going to come to pass, man. That's why we have to keep the faith, and look forward to these promises coming to pass, man. Because no prophecy in the scripture has ever failed, man. You know, um, all right, I think it might be it. And we don't understand on the Persian Empire. All right, Cyrus set the decree, for the Jews to rebuild. Which we ain't gotta get into that. We know that history. Going into Cyrus, and then Darius actually implement the decree and allow us to rebuild the temple. The second temple. You know, during that time of Darius. But I think that's all the points I wanted to hit. I just want to hit the main points. Going into it, getting a little history on it. Because what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back into it. We're gonna go into these Greek and Persian wars. Then we're gonna go into the Greek Empire, Lord willing. But that's all I had on that. Y'all brothers had anything else?
Nah.
Okay, come. So with that, once again, we're gonna give all praises to Yahweh.
Yahweh, by
Hashem,
Hashem, and Yahushua, by Hashem, Akashagash.
Double honors to our apostle LGMS, who will teach, will be a great example to us younger brothers. Peace and blessing and salutation to the hope of lake out there pushing his word of truth and in sincerity. A person four wins. In the name of you, how about Shema Shah pushing to get up out of here, man. Shalom, hopefully the believers. So until next time, Shalom.
Shalom, Maki.
Shalom.
Shalom.